Hey guys, I'm back making y'all a new video again. Now just it's going to be my 29th video, 20 video on my for YouTube channel. This is going to be my daughter and her boyfriend couple's wedding today. Since I'm in charge of the wedding, I will start until everyone showed up. You hit that like button for me, that'll be awesome. You're just in time, stepson Ash. The wedding will start until everyone showed up. Your stepsister Kopo and her boyfriend Android 17. Then I will start the wedding. Since it's 12 p.m. We have to wait. Everyone showed up. Then I'll start the wedding. Until now, make sure you hit that like button for me, your stepfather, stepson. My step aunt's getting married. That's right, step granddaughter Cherry. Your step aunt couple, my real daughter, is getting married to Android 17. You're going to have a step uncle. Well, technically he is. Well, technically he's not a human, but he's technically a good android. Not the evil Android 17, the good one from Dragon Ball Super. Step granddaughter, there's two Android 17s and two Android 18s. Since there's going to be cake and drinks in the wedding. What's keeping my daughter couple so long? This generation of our family has been passed down to generations of marriage to 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 great. I'll tell my wife Serena to come. That's a good idea, That's a good idea, stepson Ash. I think that's a good idea. This generation of our family tree legacy has been passed down to generations to ancestor, relatives, great grandfather, great grandson, great grandfather, great grandson, grandfather, grandson, father, and son of generations of 50,000 years. Our family have been warriors. And since I'm to be a father-in-law, and I hope I'll see my unborn grandkid next year maybe in 2021. That would make me a real Super Saiyan grandfather. Brian, I need to ask you about which type of machine type of different type. I would say I don't like mobile dolls. I don't like Sakus. I like Gundams. Gundams are the strongest mobile suits on the planet, not the strongest in the universe. But my favorite Gundam is Epion, an Ultimate Gundam from Gundam Wing and Gundam Build Fighters. Drive. So Epion is my favorite Gundam. Since I have 15 favorite mobile suits. Since right now it's my daughter Coco's wedding today. So I'm waiting for my daughter and her boyfriend Android 17 to show up so I can start the wedding. Since I'm gonna end the wedding about 3 p.m. Well, I hope she has a good marriage. I know. I trust Android 17 to protect my daughter from villains. And since he will respect me, his future father-in-law, and he's been treating my daughter as a lady pretty good enough. I guess he's worthy enough to be my son-in-law. Besides, I already lost my first marriage with my daughter Kofal's real mother, Heather, my ex-wife, and I'm still married to my second wife, Della, Ash's real human mother, Kofal's stepmother. Since I've been married 2 times, I'm going to have to describe to you until after I'm going to have to describe to you after the wedding. Because right now I have a responsibility as a family member to care on my condition and generation of my family true legacy. According to condition and generations, when a family member starts a wedding, it has to be in charge of the wedding. Everything has to be done as right as order and as time. And then it has to be know what he's doing as an responsible and an adult. And I glad my daughter Kobo, she forgive me her real father since I left her real mother. I'll be right back. I gotta check this call. An important matter. All right, I'm back. It was just an unknown call, so sorry this late ring. As I was saying, celebrating weddings and birthdays and holidays is very important. Birthdays may and weddings may not be holidays, but they are part of tradition and generations. My mother changed my name to Ashley. That's okay. That's okay, step granddaughter Ashley. Are you happy you're gonna get a step uncle today? Because having a new family member is very great. That's good. Besides, like I said, our family have been warriors of 50,000 years of generations and conditions. But we Saiyans, we don't fight forever. We only keep be fighting only until we're 60. And then when we reach 69 years old, step granddaughter, we will retire fighting. I have been a warrior for 16 years when I was 12 years old, step granddaughter. Miss Henry, by the next day, my wife Dilla, she wants me to shave my mustache and beard tomorrow. I don't know why my wife she don't like my mustache and beard. Yeah, but she's my wife and I care about her, so I have to do what she say. Well, I'm just making sure your family is happy. Yeah, that's nice. I appreciate that because being the man of the family is a big responsibility. Since I don't want my second born son Michael to come and his sister Carpo's wedding. I fear he might cause trouble again. Kevin, my firstborn son, is at work. My thirdborn son Jack is with his mother Della. So it's just going to be my step grandchildren, my daughter and her boyfriend, and everyone else in this wedding. Since since I all the time. Who is this Michael? He sounds familiar to Lord Vaughn. Michael is my second born son. Michael is my second born son. He is a half Saiyan like Kakarot. He has the ability to turn Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. He is a troublemaker. He's been making trouble since he was 8 years old. He's me and my ex-wife Heather's second born son. When Michael was born, his power level was 400, and I was not impressed of his weight power level. But I did send him away. But I was there for my second born son. But I was very disappointed the way he act like a 12-year old. The worst thing he ever done to his mother Heather. I thought Kakarot was a full blood Saiyan. Kakarot is a full blood Saiyan, but let me tell you about this. my goal is like his cousin Goku. He is a Trollmaker half Saiyan. He can turn Super Saiyan 2, and since he doesn't have a Saiyan tail, it's a possibility he can't turn Super Saiyan 6. It's non-canon. Even matched with Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan Rose, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, and Ultra Instinct. Half Saiyans don't have much potential than full blood Saiyans like me. As for my firstborn son Kevin, Kevin is smart like his sister Caulifla. He's always trying to do something right. My my firstborn my firstborn son is a good boy, and since he's a Super Saiyan 2, he is even matched with his younger brother Michael, but they don't get along. So I decided to make a man of both of them, my first son and my second son. As for my third-born son Kevin, my third-born son Jack, he's a half Saiyan too. He doesn't have a Saiyan tail, so he can't turn into a gray ape. But there's a possibility he can turn Super Saiyan 3. So my daughter is of Universe 6 Saiyan, and all three of my sons are half Saiyans. There's one thing that doesn't make sense. Why did Frieza came back? The reason Frieza came back because my nephew Kakarot used as Fortune Terror Bob to bring him back to life for 24 hours to bring him into turret power. The reason by that, Montabu had passed out. He won't wake up until about 2 months. Yes, that's right. That's right, stepson Ash. My step grandson Eric is a half Saiyan. He doesn't have a Saiyan tail, so he doesn't have the ability to turn into Super Saiyan 4. But if he does have a Saiyan tail like me, his step grandfather, he'll be a full blood Saiyan like me, his grandfather. But there's a possibility he can be trained by an angel to become. He can't. There's a possibility my step grandson he can be trained by an angel to become Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan Blue, stronger, faster, way more powerful than Super Saiyan 4. And according to the Super Saiyan God legend, it takes about 6 Saiyans to do the Super Saiyan God ritual to absorb 6 Saiyans' power around one Saiyan with the other five. need a total of strong Saiyans, not weak Saiyans. Besides, you can only do the Super Saiyan God Recital only once. If you have 12 Saiyans, that would make two Super Saiyan gods. Super. I wonder who will win. Gundam Zero Zero or Gundam Unicorn? Well, Gundam Unicorn and Gundam Zero Zero are both of my favorite anime shows, so I would say Gundam Unicorn is the most powerful Gundam in history. It possesses more potential than every other mobile suit. As for Gundam Zero, they have their own powerful Gundams. They can evolve their Gundams into brand new mobile suits. So I will say it's a possibility Gundam Zero Zero might win. But Gundam Unicorn has possessed more potential. Since mobile suits possess more power than humans. It's rated 1225. What is keeping my dark hobo and her boyfriend Android 17 so long? They are not being late. Besides, after the wedding, I have other responsibilities need to deal with. Besides, I'm a very busy warrior man. I'm not mad. I'm being I'm trying to be patient for them until they showed up. If they did forget, then I will say that's being irresponsible. Besides, I am going to be starting this wedding only once, and then I had to find another, and I had to find a job too. Besides, Hofo's great grandfather, my great grandfather, King Clyde Simpson Hester, the first previous king, he never hunted in deers in his entire life. My great grandfather, he was chosen by leader and king by his father and his grandfather. My great grandfather and my ancestor. Sometimes when it comes to a condition, a family man has to take his work very seriously and be very stern. Besides, I only done for my four kids. I raised my firstborn son Jack so he can grow up to be a great ruler. Try to keep my secondborn son Michael out of trouble, and I teach my firstborn son Kevin what's right and wrong. And I even teach my own daughter Coco how to fight what's right, teach her what's right and wrong, and I teach her to become Super Saiyan 3 before I left her to be a mother and married their stepmother. It's just as aggravated had to do things as a man. In my younger days, but when I was about my three sons' age, I had to work and fight what is right when I was younger. And I didn't even have a good childhood when I was a kid. So it's not too late for me to care for my four kids. What's up, Jack Annis, my friend? I made it just in time. Today is my daughter Kofo's wedding. She's gonna marry her boyfriend Android 17. Make sure you hit that like button for me, friend. I know Raven Queen and Apple Star Dash are making drama, so I decided to work on your shout out video for next week, man. Right now, I'm waiting for my daughter. Right now, I'm waiting for my daughter and her boyfriend Android 17 to show up, and then I'm going to start the wedding. Since right now we have cake and we have drinks in the wedding. Especially about that. My ex-wife Heather, Kofo's real mother, she haven't forgive me since I left her. And Kofo's stepmother Della, my second wife, she knows I'm trying to protect her. I miss my stepbrother. Well, step grand, well, step grand, well, step, well, step granddaughter Ashley. The reason your stepbrother Michael, my second born son, is not coming to wedding because he is grounded for five. He's grounded for 5 months. He stole his mother's money from your stepmother. That's why I grounded him for 5 months. He knows doing bad things don't make it right. I'm talking about my stepbrother Ash Jr. Oh, I thought you're talking about your step uncle Michael. Yeah, I know. Your stepbrother Michael, your stepbrother Ash Jr., my first step grandson, yeah, he was a good boy. He was a true Super Saiyan. He will be super proud of y'all's stepbrother. Y'all, he'll be super proud of y'all's stepsister Kofo getting married today, in my opinion. But it's true y'all are your father Ash's kids as stepbrother and stepsister, but y'all are related as family. And your stepbrother as Junior, you know his spirit lives in you. Kofo, my daughter, yeah, I know what you mean, stepson Ash. Ash Jr. was technically the real son of you and your ex-wife. I know you're right. Helpful, my daughter. What's taking you so long? It better be because there better be because I'm getting concerned. Hey guys, I'm back. All right, we'll get back in the screen. It's keeping my dark hopeful and her boyfriend Android 17 so long. She don't show up, then I'll have to end the video about 3 p.m. and we start the wedding again maybe Saturday. Because I don't approve of delay. Also, I had to train my brother-in-law as well, since he's getting weaker. How pathetic! A member of my a member of my own family tree legacy, a full-blood Saiyan like me is getting weak. I don't appreciate being a weakling. So this training is going to be tough than expected. I'll be using my Super Saiyan God form, the power of Beyond Super Saiyan 4. Who could you who could you be a weakling this time? My brother-in-law Brandon. He, my second older sister Fasha's is first husband. He can transform himself into Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, and Super Saiyan Blue. And since he's getting rusty, instead of taking training for a long time, I sense his power level is decreasing a lot. And his husband Fasha, since his wife Fasha, my older sister asked me for a favor, her second younger her second brother to train her husband. But I said, we'll see if I can do, Sister Fasha. But I don't appreciate a family member being a weakling. So I'm just the perfect Super Saiyan warrior to train a family member to the next level of beyond Super Saiyan. So they can be trained by me. Trained by me. The most powerful Super Saiyan in the universe. My second nephew, Kakarot, is the first Super Saiyan. My first nephew, Raditz, is the ninth Super Saiyan. I am the 12th Super Saiyan. Since I already know about Yamoshi, the first Super Saiyan God, because Yamoshi was said to be a friend of me, and he was friends with the evil Super Saiyan 3 Cumber as well. And Tetri about that. Lord Beerus should realize since Yamoshi is dead, sometimes he does not make sense a lot. I would say I have to respect our God instructions, decisions, and obey his orders because I have a good reason to be scared of him. I do have Super Saiyan power, just I don't use it a lot, like Goku. The reason my second nephew Kakarot, he turned into a Super Saiyan with the Heart Virus disease because he didn't take the Heart Virus disease in Dragon Ball Z Season 4 in the Android Saga. And I said that is being irresponsible. As a Kakarot, my second nephew, that is being foolish. You do realize you don't take the heart virus disease when your body is sick by the heart virus disease, hard for you to breathe, and it makes it difficult for you to use your Super Saiyan form. When the heart virus disease affected the Super Saiyan form, it makes the Super Saiyan form sick as well. Makes your body any more danger with the heart virus disease. So you should take the heart virus disease before you go fight the androids. Besides, my second nephew, he needs to learn to be more responsible. He may be the first Super Saiyan, could go beyond Super Saiyan God, but he's more reckless than me. Must be get that from his father Bardock, my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law Bardock, should I blame myself for this? It's up to you. Besides, my brother-in-law Bardock was always reckless, but he may be stronger, faster, way more powerful than Broly's father Pericus and Vegeta Toppo's father King Vegeta, and has great leadership, make more sense than King Vegeta. But attention by that, he does need to be more careful. My brother-in-law Bardock, my older sister Jinae's his first husband, is very silly. But he is not as powerful as me, his brother-in-law. I trained my entire life to reach Ultra Instinct, Master Ultra Instinct, and become Omega, trained by the Green Priest for 40 hours and 100 minutes. And now I become Omega. I'm halfway close to the Omni King's power level. And I'm stronger than the God Destructions, but not stronger than the angels and the Omni King yet. Since I complete my training, and I had to train my brother-in-law and get a job after my daughter's wedding. So, All right, it's about 1 o'clock p.m. I will wait 1 more hour for my daughter Caulifla and her boyfriend Android 17 to come. Then I have to end the video about 3 p.m. Like I said, if you don't show up, I'm gonna have to restart this wedding again on Saturday. Besides, it is hard work to start a wedding of generations. One four p.m. I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to do something really quick. All right, I'm back. So I have no idea when my daughter Caulifla and her boyfriend were 17 to come. She came here about 30 minutes ago. Her, Maybe run some tests on my low screen chat room. It's sort of lagging right now. It's never start lagging today since I run some tests on that a week ago. There we go. It stopped lagging. All right, that's cool enough. It's time to turn off my air conditioner. Since I had to clean my air conditioner tomorrow when it has been. It's been a it's been an hour and 18 minutes, and them still haven't showed up yet. Since right now it's 1:19 p.m. So I decided to turn on my air conditioner, put some cold air in the running so it can't be hot. A day ago, my daughter Kofor, she asked me can be her friend Kale from Universe 6, unless we Super Saiyan like Broly. And I said, Kofor, my daughter said you could. How powerful is the Gundam Burrito Rex is? Well, I would say the mobile suit is depends how much power it has. to bring out is true power, since Gundams can evolve and transform, possess more power than humans. I would say the Gundam is tends to be very powerful. Apple Star Dash is trying to force Apple Green to and Mate to love her. You got that is just stupid. Apple Star Dash needs to stop. She doesn't know what's right and wrong, and look at the screen. You say, my friend, today is the day my daughter Kofo and her boyfriend Android 17 get married today, and they still haven't showed up yet. Besides, I work very hard to make a good wedding for my daughter, since I'm in charge of the wedding. Since I'm the father of my four kids and the future father in law of Android 17. And now Apple Star Dash is making drama again. That is technically not smart and uncool. The one Gundam that is dangerous, that is the Psycho Gundam. Yeah, the Psycho Gundam is very powerful from the Gundam series show called Marvel's Gundam Seiya, but that Gundam is so powerful it could destroy New York. So right now, I don't feel like it making an exposed video right now. I'm waiting for my daughter Coco and her boyfriend to get here, then I can start the wedding. And now Apple Star Dash is making drama again with the wrong reason. That's not even smart. That's gonna make me mad. I'm not sure how old Apple Star Dash is, but if she is younger than 20 years old, she can't date a 21-year-old man and underage. She knows that's against the law. And you say, my friend, you will find the right woman who cares about you exactly who you are when the time is right. And I hope she is very beautiful, smart, kind, and strong, and brave as well. Or be more clever than me. Besides, I barely know your father, Yusuf. You barely know your father. Be worse. about the thing of the Psycho Gundam is that if the same person tried to use it the second time, it might kill that person. I know what you mean. You're talking about the power are the most dangerous types of humans. Those are called cyber new types. Cyber new types, they used to be humans long ago, but they have the ability to take control of people's minds before they get to know with people. And since cyber new types are real life people, they have been affected by drugs and other bad things. It's tend to be not healthy. And in my opinion, it has been affected by drugs and something not healthy. That's not good for the body. So I'm aware about new types and cyber new types. And on that time, my grandfather, King Clyde ever Hester, he never powered a mobile suit before. Kovo and Michael and Jack and Kevin's real great grandfather, the fifth previous king, when my grandfather was the fifth king, there were no mobile suits at that time. 40 years ago, there were just tanks and planes and helicopters used for war. Which type of a Gundam that has four arms? Are you talking about the Raven Gundam from G Gundam transforming into a bird? If you're talking about the Raven Gundam, one of the four evil kings of the Dark Gundam, it's from G Gundam. Then that mobile suit's a possibility. It has to have four arms. If you're talking about the Grinning Gundam, well, any type of Gundam. Well, the only two Gundams I know who has four arms. That is the Raven Gundam, one of the four evil kings of the Dark Gundam. It was created by DG cells, made bad people stronger, faster, way more powerful, be a slave by the Dark Gundam. And the Grinning Gundam, when it moves its four arms, it transforms its body parts into different shapes, but it's still used as a weapon as well, with no reason. And besides, my mobile suit, the Gundam Epion, had two arms and two legs. The only weapons he got is his big beam saber sword and his hot blade tail. It doesn't shoot bullets. But my brother's Ultimate Gundam Wing Zero does shoot bullets. And so is the third Ultimate Gundam known as the Dark Gundam. Two Ultimate Gundams are good, but the third one is evil. It's the one responsible using DG cells to turn people into villains and trying to take over our universe. Is technically the greatest villain in G Gundam. Well, there's another Gundam that has full arms, and I think it is called the Gundam Grizzly. Way back. I never seen that mobile suit. That mobile suit must be from another from the Gundam series or the other Gundam series shows. But I never seen a Gundam like that before. It's a real life mobile suit. And intentionally by that, you know those Gundam heads, they are not mobile suits. They were created by the Dark Gundam, one of the Dark Gundam's very dangerous abilities. The Gundam heads were created by the Dark Gundam's third ability, self-evolved. Every time the Dark Gundam used self-evolved to create Gundam heads, he can create an army of Gundam heads are so powerful it can destroy 1,000 cities by using half of their full power. And in attachment by that, the only Gundams are powerful enough to destroy the Dark Gundam is the Shining Gundam and the Burning Gundam. Shining Gundam was technically Domokashu's first Gundam. The Burning Gundam was technically Domokashu's second Gundam. His girlfriend Rainmaker Law is the one who powered the Rising Gundam in G Gundam in Season 2. And it's a kind of familiar. I battle a different type of Mosu. It was technically not a Gundam. With powering one of my own mobile suits. It was technically a Saku. Was weak. It was no match for my Gundam Neros. It was technically no match for me. Since I first powered my first Gundam in war. Who will win in the death battle? Gonna Dewey for as gonna gonna Benshi? I will say Gundam should be because it possesses more potential than usual. Apple Green has a new girlfriend. That's good. Need to run some tests about this right now. Is it me or does it makes me feel like she doesn't arrive at all? Depends if she arrived out on time. My daughter has been delayed for the last 2 weeks before basically making videos on her first YouTube channel for a while. She's been delayed on her own wedding. Like I said, I'm gonna have to restart it until Saturday. I'm not disappointed. I'm just concerned. If I were disappointed, I wouldn't be happy. And since I have 4 kids, I don't want any more kids. I already have 3 sons and 1 daughter, so 4 is enough. If I did have 8 kids, depends how many depends how many sons and daughters do I have, and I had to be there for them, think about what is best for their safety, raise them, teach them what's right and wrong, teach them how to work, and teach them how to fight what is right, and celebrate their birthdays too. Well, I'm surprised. Yeah, that's what I meant. Being a parent is a big responsibility after being married. Sometimes being a parent, you have to be very serious. You have to be stern. You have to be patient with your kids, and you have to be very fair and be very reasonable. My grandfather and my mother have made mistakes in their time, but me, I've been focusing on work a lot, thinking about what is best for the safety of the family, and trying to decide the best of the safety for my four kids' future. That's being a parent is about. If your kids having problems, may have to use knowledge or advice or wisdom to fix their problems. As a responsible adult, need to be done what is right. That's the same way as doing for grandkids, great grandkids, great grandkids, relatives, great relatives, and great relatives. Besides, by the time my great relative be born, I will be 3,000 years old. An old Super Saiyan. And like I told one of my friends, Broly is not the first Super Saiyan. My brother-in-law Bardock is not the first Super Saiyan God. Yamoshi is the first Super Saiyan God. My my second nephew Kakarot is the first Super Saiyan. My friend Vegeta is the second Super Saiyan. My his son Trunks is the third Super Saiyan. My first great nephew Gohan is the fourth Super Saiyan. My second great nephew Goten is the fifth Super Saiyan. My great nephew Goku Jr. is the sixth Super Saiyan. Vegeta's great grandson Vegeta Jr. Goku Jr.'s rival is the seventh Super Saiyan. My brother-in-law Bardock is the eighth Super Saiyan. He can turn Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, and Super Saiyan God. The ninth Super Saiyan, that's my first nephew Raditz. He can turn himself into Super Saiyan 4 and Super Saiyan Blue. The 10th Super Saiyan, that's my stepson Ash. The 11th Super Saiyan, that's my that's my older sister Jinae. 12 Super Saiyan, that's me. The 13th Super Saiyan, that's my great niece Raj. My nephew Raditz's daughter from Dragon Ball R and R. and his sons are the 14, 15 Super Saiyans. And some of my step great grandchildren are Super Saiyans. Most of them might be the 17 Super Saiyan, 16 Super Saiyan, 18 Super Saiyan, 19 Super Saiyan, or 20 Super Saiyan. But as for my great great niece Pan, she's not a Super Saiyan yet. She's part human and half Saiyan because her father Gohan, my great nephew, is a full blood Saiyan. He can turn he can turn Super Saiyan, Grade 8, Super Saiyan 2, Ultimate Gohan, Super Saiyan 4, and Super Saiyan 5. There's no Super Saiyan 5 Gohan. There's no Super Saiyan God Gohan. There's no Super Saiyan Blue Gohan. It's canon, but it's fan made. It's not even created yet. Since Super Saiyan 4 is non canon, but it's not fan made. Since now our Universe 7, we have 28 Super Saiyans. That's enough Super Saiyans to keep the universe safe. And 28 is a lot is enough. But 100, that is way too much. And since my older sister Pasha is also a Super Saiyan, so she's the 29th Super Saiyan. And so is my older brother. And my nieces is as well. And my other nephews. Hey Crow, buddy, welcome to Hey Crow, step brother-in-law, welcome to Screen. Make sure you hit that like button for me, your step brother-in-law, because your step niece, couple, and her boyfriend, Andrew, 17, are getting married to me, but they haven't showed up yet. They should showed up an hour and 30 minutes ago. What's keeping them so long? If they don't show up, I'm gonna have to restart the wedding on Saturday, on February the 8th. since I'm in charge of the wedding. And touch me by that. I did saw our friend Jack Annis today. Since I told him I'm gonna make him a shout out video about next week. Besides, besides, I've been in marriage 2 times. I've been a father for a long time. It's aggravated. I had to deal with things as an adult. Since my wife Dell wants me to get a job, and my daughter Kofo, she wants me to make a wedding for her. So I decided to do one at them at a time. I can't do two at them at once because they do realize I work very hard too. I only work half of the year for 10 months. Because right now I'm feeling sorry for our friend Yusei Fudo, since Apple Stardash is making bad choices on YouTube again. She is forcing Yusei and Green Apple to both to date her at the same time. And I say that is a bad decision. She do realize she is younger than 21 years old. That can get them in a great deal of trouble and might be in prison. This girl doesn't think. She just likes starting drama and act like a 4-year old with no reason. And I'm glad she's no longer my stepdaughter because I'm tired of dealing with her. It always made me mad. But you're right, stepbrother-in-law Crow. Think a 21-year-old is not supposed to date a woman under age. It's okay. A 21-year-old can date someone someone older than him, maybe 30 years old or 25 years old or 42 years old, something like that. But dating someone is underage, about 21 years old, I guess that's against the law. Besides, my daughter Crawford, she better show up because if you don't, I'm going to end the video about 3 o'clock p.m. because she knows I got other responsibilities to deal with. Besides, now I got to find a way to pay my house bills. Now it's about 2 o'clock. I will wait another hour for my daughter Kofo and her boyfriend Android 17. They don't show up about an hour. Then I'm gonna have to end the video because I have serious work need to deal with. what happened? Stepson, your stepsister Caulifla and her boyfriend haven't showed up yet. It's already 2:03 p.m. We're gonna have to wait another hour for them to show up. If they don't show up at about 3 o'clock, then I had to restart the wedding on Saturday, February the 8th on the weekend because I had to work a new job. I got to pay my house. I got to pay me and your mother's house bills. I got other things need to deal with. But I'll still help you out in your life screen, stepson. It's just working on the wedding is serious hard work. Since since it's been delayed. And besides, I can't restart the wedding on Sunday. I'll be busy. I'll be busy paying the house bills on Sunday. So my decision is we may have to start the wedding today or Saturday. That's my decision. I'm taking Serena to after a dance for Valentine's Day. My sister Avery Chen and Emily are going to be babysitting my son Eric and my daughter Israel. So you're taking your wife Serena, my stepdaughter-in-law, out to a dance on Valentine's Day, February the 14th, after your step grandfather's birthday on the third week of February, and my other stepdaughters will babysit my step grandkids. I guess that's a great idea. I'm gonna be taking your I'm gonna be taking your grandmother Della out to the movies on Valentine's Day, February the 14th. So someone's gonna have to babysit your your little brother Jack, my third son. I can't I can't allow your stepbrother Michael babysit your brother Jack, my third son, because he's grounded for 5 months. Yep, he stole money from your stepmother Heather. So my the only responsible man I know who can babysit your brother Jack, my third son, it is your stepbrother Kevin, my firstborn real son. Besides, besides, I don't have the kind of money to hire a babysitter to babysit my firstborn son, Kevin Jack, right now. So my bet, My best option, I had no other choice. I had to let my firstborn son, Kevin, the babysit his brother Jack, my third son, on February the 14th on Valentine's Day. Until I make more money. It's now 2:09 p.m. Let's just see what's going to happen if we don't let anything worse to happen. Thanks, Mark. Sorry, Rogers. What's wrong? Not, Nothing's wrong. I'm waiting for my daughter and her boyfriend to show up. So I'm being patient with them long as I can. So that's why I'm being very stern. Besides, besides, I get that from my father, the king, Herfo's grandfather, Ash's step grandfather. And besides, I don't want to hear I don't want to hear any fussing about I don't want to hear any fussing about my ex-wife Heather. My wife Della understands how I feel, but my ex-wife doesn't know understand how I feel. And besides, I think finding someone to babysit my step grandchildren and my firstborn son is going to have to be the hard decision I have to make on the third week of February on Valentine's Day. And that's not going to be an easy decision. right now I'm just breathing in and out, releasing a lot of fire energy coming out of my body right now. So I can't go on berserk. They use my full power. Because when I'm in full power, I'm inert and way more powerful. And when I'm at full power, my energy level is up to 40 million%, way far beyond to a million. Lord Beerus, when he was in full power, his full power was up to 80 million. He can't do that because he's a god of destruction. A destroyer god possesses more potential power than mobile suits, Negians, and Saiyans, and androids as well. In my opinion, the gods are have way more potential than Saiyans like me and mobile suits as well. And so is the angels and the Omni King. There's not a transformation would be powerful enough to defeat the Omni King. So my smart advice is never fight the Omni King. Just listen what he say and respect him. So it can't be a war. Besides, even my niece-in-law Chi Chi is crazy. That's why I don't trust my niece-in-law. The way she treated my great nephews and my nephews Gohan and Goten and Raditz and Kakarot very bad. And that really make me so mad. But the way she is being nice to my great niece Brunch from Dragon Ball R&R, that's being kind. But she has been showing care to my great niece Japan as well. So I will say my stepdaughter-in-law Chi Chi, my stepdaughter-in-law Serena, and my niece-in-law Chi Chi are not alike. Serena is very serious, but I won't say she is crazy. But Chi Chi, my niece-in-law, is crazy and always being selfish. She realized if she don't care about planet Earth, then she don't care about her family. If the planet's being destroyed, there'll be no food, no water, no air, no survivors. There'll be no schools and no jobs and no buildings if she don't care about the planet. And that is a fact. And I'm glad her father, the Yacht King, is very serious like me. He is wise, but he can be very serious. if he wants to. Don't worry about that. I'll deal with it. There we go. Today's 2:27 p.m. It's 2:30. I have about 30 more minutes, then I have to end the video about 3 o'clock. Testing, testing. Oh, hey, stepdaughter. Welcome to screen. Thanks for that light budget for me, your stepfather. Is the day your stepsister Caulifla gets married with her boyfriend Android 17, but they're not here yet. So I'm trying to be patient with them the best man I can. I just can't believe after my daughter has been dating Android 17 for the past half of 30 weeks, and now I'm going to have a son-in-law for the first time. And I hope my unborn grand. I saw your video that you 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 exposed Apple Store Dash. Yeah, I did expose Apple Store Dash, stepdaughter. The reason I did that because she was making drama, she was lying to people, and trying to date. You say someone older about her age, about underage. That is not very smart. She doesn't know how to follow the law. She doesn't follow the rules on YouTube very good. So I am sub her for my three of my YouTube channels, allow her to lose subscribers faster, and I kick her out our family tree legacy. So that is the reason why I expose Apple Store Dash. Besides, I can't have a troublemaker in our family making trouble all the time with the wrong reasons. That is bad and not very smart. In my opinion, she had Apple Store Dash having to learn one thing before she got exposed by me and your steps aunt to Sarah, my stepsister as well. So she did bad things last year. And now I have to wait till your step your stepsister couple and her boyfriend Android 17 gets here, then I can start the wedding. So right now I don't feel like expose someone. since I already exposed four YouTubers by half of the year for making trouble for no reason. But anyway, it was technically my decision, my choice, and my reason and my plans alone. Whatever plan I decide need to be done what is right. It has to bring order what is right as well. And that is true honor. Says right now it's 2:44. We have to wait till the groom and the bride gets here. If they don't show up, then I may have no choice to restart the wedding again on Saturday, February the 8th. Besides, I can't do that on February the 13th because February the 13th is my father's birthday. Your step grandfather's 61 birthday. And Valentine's Day is on February the 14th as well. That's a holiday. Me and your mother Della will be going to the movies on that holiday this year. So my decision is to make a wedding for your stepsister Kofo, as she doesn't show up today. Then I had to restart the wedding on Saturday, February the 8th. That's the decision I had to make. Well, it's about 2:46. Haven't show up yet. I don't know what's taking them so long. It's 2:48. If they don't show up, right? If they don't show up about 20 minutes, what's wrong with Apple Star Dash? Stepson, if I tell you this, you're not going to like it. You say told me Apple Star Dash was trying to force Green Apple, and you say photo to the date her at the exactly the same time by underage, and says she's making drama again, stepson. That is the most stupid thing she ever done, Ash. So she's making trouble again. So, but you're right. She was lying yesterday, and she heard you say "ready back" a day ago. In my opinion, she is not the right woman for you say. This drama has got to stop. I don't know when your stepsister Popo's going to get here and her boyfriend's going to get here. If they don't get here about 20 minutes, I'm going to have to end the video about 3 o'clock and restart the rain again on Saturday, February the 8th, because I can't do that on Valentine's Day, February the 14th. Besides, my father, the king, his birthday is on February the 13th. Your step grandfather's birthday in the third week. And I got plans to have fun with your mother Della on Valentine's Day as well. The same way you're gonna have fun with your wife Serena on Valentine's Day, stepson. But your stepmother Heather, she haven't forgiven me yet. So that's the much I can tell you, stepson. All right, it's about 2:52 about now. It's 2:54, 2:55, 2:56, 2:57, 2:58, 2:59. I will give them about 8 minutes to get showed up. By the time it gets about 8 minutes, it'll be 3 o'clock p.m. So they got 8 minutes to show up. Since next day is my older sister Jenna's birthday tomorrow. February the 6th. 2:54. 2:55. You only got 5 minutes left. Try not to be angry. That's why I'm breathing in and out for. To become my mind and control my temper. It's 2:58. 2 more minutes. If they don't show up about here about by the next 2 minutes, this video will end, and they're gonna have to restart the waiting again on Saturday, February the 8th. I got 2 minutes left. I am not kidding. It's 22:59 right now. Got 1 minute left. It's 3 o'clock p.m. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm gonna have to restart the wedding again on Saturday, February the 8th. But I appreciate with the help. I will see y'all in my live stream again, tentatively still Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So y'all have a good day. I'm sorry about the delay. I am.